let's go over some phrasal verbs in English, right? I was like, what exactly is a phrasal verb? Because I had to look it up myself. It's like these things, you forget as a native, right? So let's give a first definition, right? A phrasal verb is a verb plus one or small words or an adverb or preposition that put together as one unit, but it gives it a different meaning, right? That's the key thing. So in this PowerPoint, right, we're going to go through 10 key examples of phrasal verbs that you should know. There's a little music in here. It's not so stiff. A little lower. Okay, so I'll figure it out, right? To understand or solve a problem. So you're using I'll figure it out when someone is trying to solve a problem or something confusing. So I can't understand this app. Like, I need to figure it out. I'll figure it out, right? The key thing with phrasal verbs is don't try to necessarily understand each breakdown. You just have to memorize what they mean. It's no more complicated than that, right? I wouldn't get into trying to dissect each word and how they interact with each other. Just forget about that. The simplest way is to just start memorizing them, and how you do that is by exposure. You'll figure it out. So find out. They find out the truth. So to discover new information. So to find and then out, like them separate. To find something, it's like, oh, I found these AirPods, and then out, like, get out of here. So them put together kind of makes no sense, but to find out means to discover truth. So she found out he was lying. I found out the other day that I was rich, things like that, right? You find things out, right? Don't try to memorize. Try to understand, not to memorize, right? Let's go to another one. So to give up, right? To give is to give something, and up is to go up. So give and up, but it actually means to quit. Like, no quieres hacer la cosa más. To stop, to quit, to stop trying. So strong emotional phrase, right? Give up on. Don't give up on learning English, right? Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on trying to better yourself, right? Give up. So embed that one, right? The way you learn phrasal verbs just by seeing them out in the wild, and you may not be able to recall them instantly when you want to use them, but if I was to say them in normal speech, as long as you've heard it once or twice and have heard the definition of what it means, in regular speech, you'll remember. So that's the key thing, just exposure to the phrasal verbs. So show up. Did you show up in Vienna? So that means to arrive or to appear somewhere. So it's useful. So it's useful for planning, meetings, dates, appointments. So he didn't show up for class yesterday. Like, he wasn't there, right? Él no estaba ahí. This is a really common one. These are like heavy hitters, man. These are ones you're going to see often. So you got to kind of memorize these. Calm down. Never say this to a woman. Calm down, old man. Like, to become less angry, nervous, or excited, right? Calm and then down. It's weird. As a native, it's weird hearing them think about it, but you guys have them too. Ustedes tienen los mismos en español, como caerse, como él no me cae bien. Like, when I was first, like, he doesn't fall on you well. I'm like thinking that porque por caer es como caer. And it's like, every language kind of has these like phrasal verb type things where taken literally, they make no sense, but contextually they have a different meaning. So please calm down. We're just going to continue. It's going to be a test at the end. So pay attention. Break up. So they break up. So like to end a romantic relationship, right? That's one you'll definitely hear. So common relationship language, break up with someone. She broke up with him last month. Oh, it was a tough breakup. That's another memorization one, right? Like, don't worry about if it like stays with you. We're just gonna keep hammering out examples, and over time you'll just start to memorize it. So take off, right? Take off can mean like with a plane, like I think it's despegar in Spanish. Yeah, to take off. But take off those shoes. To remove clothing, accessories, also a plane leaving, right? Separable. So take off your jacket, take off your shoes, right? Take your feet off the kitchen table, stuff like that, right? Take off your coat. Just phrasal verbs, right? Don't try to dissect what each word means. Just they're a chunk, and understand what the chunk means together. Look up. So to look up, I look up to him, right? To raise your eyes, also to search for information, right? I want you to go look up the definition of look up. I want you to go look up the definition of the last 4 verbs, right? Look up. That's a key one. We say all of these are bangers, man. These are heavy hitters. Ones that you're going to see often in the English language. So it's important that you look them up. Turn down. That means rechazar. So she tries to turn down a date, right? To reject, to refuse an offer, invitation, or a request. It's used for, it's very polite spoken English, right? Like, oh yeah, she asked me out on a date and I turned her down, right? Or you could say she asked me on a date and I said, hell no, but that would be rude, right? So we use turn down as a much more polite and elegant way, elegant, like a way to say it nicer or more nicely. Pick up. So yeah, to pick and then up. So like pick up your jacket, right? To lift something, collect someone or something. Very common in English. So the yo, pick up the phone, like contéstame, like that's what it kind of means, right? Pick up a friend, like tienes que ir por mí, estoy en, no sé, en la casa de mi amigo, like can you come pick me up, right? That's a very common one. I mean, these are just like must-haves in your language. So now we're gonna do a little quiz, right? We're gonna do a quiz. Be prepared. So first one, to understand or solve a problem. Which one is it from this list? Give you 5 seconds. Put a little music on. Figure out. So to understand or solve a problem would be to figure out, right? I got to figure out the solution to this problem. Number two, letter B, to discover new information. Which one is it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be find out, right? I need to find out the answer to this problem. What is the answer to this problem? We got to find out a solution. So yeah. All right. Number C, onward. To stop trying to quit. So to stop trying to quit quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2. You got to be quick on these. That means to give up. But you should never give up. So don't give up. But if someone's given up, that means they're stopped trying. They're quitting. All right, number D, to arrive or appear somewhere. Number D, letter D. So to arrive or appear. So from this list above, what are we looking at? That would mean to show up, right? I showed up on time. I arrived on time, right? Show up. You got to show up for people. That just means so that also can mean to support somebody, actually, now that I think about it, right? I show up for my friends. That means I'm there for them. All right, letter D. To arrive or appear. Oh, sorry, that last one was letter D. So letter E. To become less angry or nervous. To become less angry or nervous. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Calm down. Calm down. Someone's all frantic. You're like, calm down, right? That's what that means. Like, take a chill pill. Relax. All right, letter F. To end a romantic relationship. Let's go. Read these quick. You should know these, right? You should, if you're a B2, C1, you should have these off the top of your head. Break up. So to end a relationship, I broke up with my ex-girlfriend. It was tough, but we broke up, right? All right, letter G. I keep getting these confused. To remove clothing, accessories, also when a plane leaves the ground, right? Take off. So to take off, right? The plane's about to take off. You're in a room with a girl. Take off the clothes, yeah, you know what I mean. These are important, right? We shouldn't have, English is a spoken language used, we use it for everyday life, right? We got to get away from the textbook cringe way of learning, right? We got to do this more realistic, more grounded. So now we're going to, I believe, letter I. To reject we're going to look, to raise your eyes, also search for information. So that's number H. To raise your eyes, also search for information. Means to look up. So I want you to go look up the definition of whatever, right? Look it up. That means go search for it. Look it up. And then raise your eyes. Like, hey, look, there's something in the sky. Look up. You got to look up, right? 2 definitions here. All right. Number I. Letter I. God, I'm making all these mistakes today. To reject or refuse an offer, invitation, or request. Letter I. To reject or refuse an offer, invitation, or request. So that would mean to turn down, right? I turned down the job offer. This really nice girl, I just wasn't feeling her, but she asked me to go out. I had to nicely turn her down, right? We don't want to say, I said, hell no, I rejected her, right? We want to be nice. We want to be courteous, kind people. So we would say turn down. Letter J, the last one. To lift something, also to collect someone or something, right? Let's go. I want the answer quick, right? So when I would study in Spanish, cuando yo estaba estudiando en español, mi forma de dar a mí mismo una prueba de palabras, si entiendo la definición or no, it would always be if I can give the definition instantaneously, right? Like if I would read the word dar, and if I couldn't, if to give didn't pop into my head within 1 second, I did not know it. So when you go through these and test yourself, it should be to understand a solve a problem, figure out. To discover new information, find out. To quit or try, give up. It should be boom, 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 quick, right? Because when I'm speaking in a conversation with you in English, you're not going to have time to think, what does that mean, right? 5, 4, because I'll be already speaking on to the next sentence. So you need to be fast when you know these. You need to display true mastery. So the last one, right? To lift something out, to lift something, also collect someone or something. Pick up. Pick up. So I need to pick up this, basket, this jug of milk and put it in the fridge. I need to pick up my dad from the airport because he's landing tomorrow at 5 or whatever, So yeah, take your time, go through these, put a little music on in the background, and we'll practice a little more, right? Thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. I'm going to be throwing videos every day, and it's not going to be these like cringe, textbook Spanish, right? We're just going to do real things. A couple other videos got blocked working out with YouTube because we're using clips from movies. So that's going to be the next thing we're doing is clips from movies to learn better English, right? Because I want to give an English that is for people who are not trying to like do these textbook boring classes, right? Where we're going to try to give it more real, some zest, So yeah, thank you for listening. Please subscribe. More videos to come.